Hey guys, we're back here with another video on Sword Art Online. I'm finally home. That's it. That's the thing that's kind of good. I was stuck in quarantine for a while because I went to my mother's place, right? So, you know, and then they went into like stay at home order and all that, and then I don't know. I mean, now I'm home, so I'm kind of happy about that. But what I want to talk about today is, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people complaining about the like less diamond and ordinal battle, less cathedral, and I've been complaining about it for a very long time, right? Obviously, but surprisingly, it's really going. I wonder if they're gonna do anything about it because it's really pissing people off. It's really pissing me off, but what can you do, right? I mean, usually speaking, I don't know. I mean, most developers don't really do anything except they just keep going doing the same thing. But hopefully, um, hopefully they do change. And I was saying to one of my members in my guild, right? Like they could have like, they decrease the diamond. Hopefully they don't do it. Is that instead of decreasing the diamond, they could have like did something else. And I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to give them advice. So forget that. Anyways, going back to the ranking event. I didn't make the videos for the ranking event, but I was number 1, and I know I should have, but I wasn't really home. I was like somewhere else. But if you're in my guild, I sent the guild log to my battle thing. Anyways, basically I had all the characters. I had Kirito, I had Asuna. As long as if you had one of the characters, you're already good. Right? If you have 2 characters, you're freaking amazing. If you have 3 characters, all 3 of them, right? You pretty much can rank in the top 10. That's just how it is, right? Most of the other player, as you can see, um, has one or more of the character. I mean, rarely anyone, if you don't have one of the characters, you're not getting ranked. I have accounts where I pretty much didn't have the character, so I didn't rank, unfortunately. But this account has all the characters, so we ranked number 1. It wasn't too hard, especially if you had, what do you call it, Asuna, right? And the thing is with the ranking event now that I noticed is that you have to have the new characters. If you don't have the new characters, you're not going anywhere. And then you have to have the old characters too, because if you don't have the old characters, you're not going to be able to rank. But one of the key character here is actually Alice, right? I mean, if you look at this thing, they all have Alice. I'm not talking about the Alice that is, the new one. I'm talking about this Alice, the bathing Tao, Alice, whatever you want to call it, because she has 3 recollection field. Once you do her incarnation, it goes directly to recollection field, and +3, right? So that's very very beneficial to have. So the upcoming event is non-elemental. I thought it was gonna be water. I guess water is gonna be after non-elemental. So probably. Anyways, so this is what you get for being number 1. You get the legendary material 20, this crystal shard 50, 50 of these Asuna crystals. That's actually pretty beneficial. Now, the Tisei crystal, you get 60. This is the new Tisei, right? In diamond cubes, you only get 25, which really kind of pisses me off because that's not a lot. And then you get this title. This is the ranking title number 1. Let's collect it all. And I want to see what you can do with this ranking title. I don't think it makes a difference. It just says that hey, you were number 1 once in one ranking event, right? So let me remove all of these guys, and we're just gonna put that title I have. I seriously don't think it does anything though. I mean, these titles they actually increase your attacks and things like that, right? But the number 1 one, I'm not too sure. I mean, it's not telling me. This is pretty hard to find. I mean, how do I know what element this title is? This is so strange. Why would the title have any element? It makes 0 sense to me, but hey, it's there. And then I can't find it because it doesn't have the new. All right, so here it is actually. It was right at the top. I can't believe I missed it. But that's all it does. There's nothing else on it. You don't get any abilities. You just get the title. That's all. if you like it or not. I mean, at least before you get a background, a limited edition background, right? Like the one here. But I can't believe we didn't really get anything. That's kind of disappointing. I was thinking, hey, maybe it does something, but it doesn't do anything. They need to make it do something. At least it'll be collectible that way. All right, so that's pretty much it. I don't think there's anything else. I just wanted to talk a bit about the ranking event and how I did and how I actually got up there because without the characters, you certainly weren't going to get up there to number 1 or even top 10. Now, you may be like top 20, which is possible because I think a lot of people quit. That's the thing because of the diamond cubes and everything. I can exchange for one of these things. That's amazing. Okay, so they have a new character tomorrow. I don't want to use up my thing. If I use up my thing, who knows what's going to happen, right? I mean, if you use up your luck, it's going to be gone. All right, so let me try to make some of these things. All right, don't forget, it, now is the time to break your armor. I didn't break my armor before, but now I'm breaking my armors because if you want to rank in the ranking event, you will need to break your armor. If you don't break your armor, you're not going to be able to rank. It's going to be one of those situations where you're like fighting against people that have stronger characters because they've broken their armor. Of course, don't forget the what do you call it? The accessory. This is very important too. I've been collecting these things, trying to get them up there. Unfortunately, some of them were doing good, some of them were doing bad. It's actually very hard to get the accessories, the abilities for the accessory, like these things. What's this? Where's it? Give me a non-elemental one. So there's non-elemental, but I don't want that. You want the highest one, right? So non-elemental looks like none of them is non-elemental. All right. So I'm going to have to find a random one and break it. Let's take this one. I'm going to use this thing. Yeah, so collect the abilities. If you don't collect the abilities, you won't be able to rank to number 1. And I just wanted to show you the team I used and how I was able to get there, if you're wondering. So I removed some stuff, unfortunately. Okay, I think, no, this was my team. Where's my team? I probably changed some characters in my team already, but certainly the team. Wait a minute. I had Alice in one of them, so I removed Edis and I put Alice in there, which was like this. So this was my team. I removed the swords, and the rapier because I put it on somebody else, but she had a maxed out rapier. Now the thing that is important is this: once you get the recollection field up here, all this 8%, 8%, it all adds up to 8%. And this is 8%, as you can see there. This is also 8%, as you can see. And you got to understand the difference between magic attack and attack. Attack is physical attack, right? And also there's some speed ones, right? It's very important to have the speed one as well, just in case for some of your slow characters. But I broke all of them, as you can see. I used like broken swords, broken armors. They're all been limit broken. All right. So, anyways, if you want to rank number 1, you gotta do all this stuff and probably get the new character as well. I think it's very important to get them to level 120 as well. The good characters. I took Asuna up there. I didn't take Kirito or Alice, but I had enough to take them at least to another 400, right? The thing is, I was thinking I was already hitting 5.8 million. I didn't really need to uh I didn't really need to break them. What if they release a new fire character, right? I don't know when. The next fire event. In the next fire event, I almost can guarantee you that either Asuna, Kirito, Alice, and Kirito here is going to be probably maybe useless because what they're doing is they're switching from magic to attack, from attack to magic. So the enemy may be weak against magic or a physical attack. So right now, or not right now, but the previous event, which is this event, they were weak against magic, right? So all the character you had to use was magic. Like here, you got Asuna magic, you got um, Alice magic, Kirito magic, you got Alice there magic as well. Shata was there to yell charge. And this Kirito, the Dark Integrity Knight, that one was important because his freaking break like broke like 75% of the character, I mean the enemy's break bar. So that was the only reason why he was in there. If he didn't break that much, which is a high break, and on top of that he can do the active link, there was no reason for me to have him in there. It's just like Ronnie. If you, I took one of my accounts, they had Ronnie in there, right? And she was level 120, and she was like, I couldn't get to top five. I mean, I got to like top eight or something, but definitely not top five. And I felt that if you raise the wrong character, it'll be very hard on you. And Ronnie, I remember when Ronnie was released. This Ronnie, right? People are like saying she's OP and stuff like that. Yeah, maybe at that point. But I was thinking that her Yelp break is useless, right? I mean, if the only reason she was good was because of Yelp break. If Yelp break didn't exist, and the only reason why it wouldn't exist is because Kirito, right? When he breaks in incarnate mode, I mean no, when he breaks in enhanced mode, it's 62.5. And then if it's the elemental bonus, it also breaks more. So if you raise the wrong character, it's not gonna work out too well. That's why I didn't limit break Kirito here, because the minute that our team requires to use physical characters, this character becomes useless. Absolutely useless, because this only increases the important thing about this character is only because he increases magic attack. But what if you don't need to use magic attack, right? So I didn't increase him that much. But Asuna is a little different. Asuna is kind of good, kind of not good. The thing is, she's half and half. The thing that is great about this character is she heals and attacks at the same time. So that's very, very good, right? But in incarnate mode, or I mean enhanced mode, EM mode, her break doesn't increase, which was what made her bad. If in enhanced mode her break increases, she would be an amazing character. And again, Alice, one of the reasons why she good is that she lowers magic, and then she does the recollection field +3. It's very important. No active link, but very important that she's there. As for Shata, gotta say the only thing that's good about her is the L charge. If not, she she's completely useless. In a situation where yell charge is useless, right? When you don't when you need to break the character, and you know yell charge isn't important. I don't know what situation that would be, but let's just say that situation exists. She would be useless, so I wouldn't take her up. I don't know. I mean, she's good. She doesn't have active link too. Anyways, I mean, Kirito I think is a good character because of his break. His break is just high. All right. So, anyways, if you want to get number one, uh, in the non-elemental event, let me just see. I took this character up here. She +3 non-elemental. So Yuna is gonna help out. Now Yuna connects with, who does Yuna connect with? Yuna connects with Asuna. So I have Asuna going up here as well. So we got Asuna here. I don't like this Asuna. I should have taken the yell, this Asuna, right? Up to 120. But I started out with this one already. There's no way I'm not going to finish it. Now, with the benefit of hindsight, because yell break is not required. As long as you have a high break character, two high break characters, you're good, right? Not saying that I mean, Alice, I don't know about her, but who else breaks here? Does Kirito break? Yeah, I mean, Kirito breaks here. And in enhanced mode, he breaks a lot too. So I should have taken him up there. But then again, back then I wasn't thinking that much. Now I gave it some thought, and then there's Tisei. Sh I don't know. She's kind of whatever, good or bad. Because when they first released Alice, I took Alice up there, and it wasn't a bad idea at the time, but now it is because Alice connects with Yu-Gi-Oh, and none of my Yu-Gi-Oh is up there. And even if this Yu-Gi-Oh was up there, this one, this Yu-Gi-Oh, who does he connect with? He connects with Alice, right? Yeah, with Alice. So even if I had this Yu-Gi-Oh here, it wouldn't be that great. So if I had a choice, if right now I would take Yuna, right? I would take this Yuna, and then I would take this Asuna to level 120, Kirito to 120, and possibly Tisei. I don't know. Actually, I'll take Yu-Gi-Oh because Tisei and Alice, they both require Yu-Gi-Oh. I'll take this Yu-Gi-Oh because they both require Yu-Gi-Oh to active link. So Yu-Gi-Oh is kind of required in the non-elemental section. But anyways, that's how I'm getting number one. Also, do I have enough of the non-elemental uh abilities? No. Well, that kind of sucks. Let me see my non-elemental abilities. I didn't look at it yet, or I don't remember. But I've been collecting a lot of abilities. It's just that sometimes I don't have any of them. I was collecting water. I was hoping for water. All right. Shoot, man. I only have two non-elemental abilities. All right. So I gotta collect more. You should do it immediately before the event starts because once the event starts, it's gonna be very hard to get them. But anyways, that's how you get number one, or how I got number one, anyways.